Let me turn on some. Why not? All right, go. I need copyright free. So yeah. I know I needed to do something for the thumbnail, but I just want to talk. Yo, what's up, Gavin? What's up, Kellen? How are you guys doing? Oh, that's probably really loud. I'm sorry. I don't know how loud that is. Sounds like it's loud, but I'm not sure. You guys let me know if that's too loud. Jesus Christ, my finger actually starting to hurt now. What's up, KJ Hamer? What is going on? What's going on, Nexus? How are you guys doing? Rip to your finger, my guy? Yeah, it's really bad, actually. Like, really bad. It's like, Hi, dude, where you been? What happened? By the way, I can't stay a while. I ended up breaking my finger, and it's like barely hanging on. And I got surgery this morning. It's pretty bad, but should get through it. So, we should be good in 2 months. Rip and pepperoni thingy. Yeah, Hayden. It's pretty bad, but about 2 months from now, we should be good. There's literally a 3-inch pin inside of it right now, like hanging out. So, that's always great. I haven't even seen it since after the surgery, and I really don't want to either. But, you know, things happen. Send me the picture of the back or show it to me tomorrow. Megan has it. I don't have it. I gotta get it from her somehow. If you ask her, she'll show it to you. Dude, this kind of sucks. Like, I want to play games, but I can't. I haven't even played a game in a month. That's the last time I uploaded. That's the last time I played a game. And now I broke my finger, so can't do anything. Ask Tyler. I don't know if he has it. Oh, you're gonna ask Tyler to get it? We missed you, bro. Thank you so much, KJ. I miss you too. Appreciate it. We'll be playing some World War II when it comes out. Figure out a way to get the picture. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Not that big of a deal. Pictures of it. I could do something. There's so much pressure. That's the biggest thing. Right now it doesn't even hurt that much anymore, but it's just like so much pressure. It's insane. It's like you can feel there's something there, but it doesn't feel part of your body. Like it's the weirdest feeling. Yeah, it's definitely trippy. How did you break your finger? And I missed you. Miss you too, Speedy Devil. I broke it from, I was doing dumbbell press, lifting during school, and when I was doing the press, I had a lighter set. I think it was like 45s below the bench for my last set. They were just laying down there, and then I also had 50s in my hand, and I was doing dumbbell press, and I came to bring them down after I was done with the set, and it basically just chopped my finger right off. Do you have the pic Megan took? No, I don't yet. I haven't been at school or anything. I can only send 2 messages. What do you mean? It's weird. Ouch, yeah. It was something. Well, right when I saw it, the first thing I was thinking is I'm losing my finger. Luckily, it's not what happened. At least not yet, because they didn't tell us. They said you won't need surgery, and then I literally had to get surgery this morning, so we'll see what happens. Kind of sucks, but stuff happens. My life was going too good. I knew something bad was about to happen, like I actually knew. Exclamation point flip steak space however many steaks. Video devil. It times me out if I send 2 in a row. Is it really? That's weird. Like the same message or what? Can you guys hear the music, or do you need me to turn it up a little bit? I think that's the way you gamble. Maybe it's flip steaks, or is it flip steak? I don't know if you got it. You coming to school tomorrow? No, I won't be back to school till Monday. That's when the hospital told me to come back. So, looks like it'll be a little bit. I'm gonna have so much homework, it's gonna be like ridiculous. I'm probably get a little bit of it done, but not everything. Music is good. Alright, sweet. I can't even hear the music. Like, I don't even know what's playing. That's okay. How's everybody been doing? Hopefully you're doing better than me. I mean, I've been doing pretty good actually, other than this thing. I mean, I did get to keep my finger so far from what we know. So, you know, it's better than losing it. You just gotta go through this hard time, but other than that, things happen. Probably start saying that a lot. The only thing I can think of to say, like, it was kind of my fault. Also kind of my teacher's fault, because he should have been like, yo, clean up your spot, but it was my fault. Both of our faults. Probably mostly my fault, but I just wasn't thinking, I guess. So hot. Bro, mad trigger finger right now. Talking about you? Definitely not me. Yeah. Too soon. You know, actually I'll pass. I won't cut my stitches right now. We'll just let the hospital do that. He took a day off because of that. He felt super bad. Is that why he took the day off? Because nobody told me why. Was he back today? Me? Dude, I don't have a good trigger finger now. Yeah. Cause like, I'm on 4 different kind of pills. Been doing good, got a girlfriend about a week ago. That's good, happy to hear that. Doing better than me then. I didn't go to school today, but yeah. Yo, Gavin, are you talking to Kirsten? I think Gavin might be talking to Kirsten. I saw Kirsten comment on Gavin's picture of a bunch of hard eyes. Yeah. What's up, Kawasaki? What's going on, bro? Broke my finger and almost had to be amputated, but I had surgery this morning. I'll have a good trigger finger soon with the finger. In 2 months maybe. After I do some physical therapy and get like movement back. Because after it sits in the same spot for 2 months, I'm not going to be able to move it for a while. Especially like full. And I'm sure I'm not going to have barely any feeling for a little bit. Like my dad got stitches in his thumb like 2 years ago. Just like 8 stitches. Just like on top of his thumb. And it still has like barely any feeling. Well, it's coming back now, but for the first like year, you didn't have like any feeling. Yeah, so mine's probably gonna take a while to heal, because literally I got 9 stitches all the way around my thumb. How you doing, dude? Keenan? I am doing good, bro. Thank you, I appreciate it. Had surgery this morning. I was doing dumbbell press, Kawasaki, like with 50s, and then I also had like 45s below the bench that I was on for my last set. As I was doing this dumbbell press and I was done with the set, I laid it down like this, and it like literally chopped off my middle finger, and it's pretty bad. I broke my femur, I understand, bro. I broke my collarbone too. I broke, like, I guess that's the only other bone I broke, but I got staples in the back of my head before. This is definitely the worst pain I've ever had in my life though. Yo, what's going on, Crypto Knight? How are you doing? Hope you're having a great night. This is Crypto. I might get surgery on my elbow from throwing. Oh, like Tommy John surgery, bro. Those are terrible. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Like, just looking at it right when it happened. Oh my god. Like, I couldn't even believe that it was happening. It was actually, like, super bad. I actually have pictures of it. If you add me on Snapchat, I can send you pictures. I could probably show them on stream. Well, I might get banned, actually. Yeah, I'd definitely probably get a strike. Probably shouldn't do that. The blood and stuff. YouTube's being, like, really retarded lately. I just finished up my 250 class racing, won first place. Sweet, bro. That's awesome. Is it like a local track? Happy to hear that. Yeah, I lost a little bit of subscribers because I haven't uploaded in a while, but I guess they weren't true fans, you know? You know, I have a habit of, like, taking breaks here and there. I just get bored of stuff too fast. Yeah, I know. When I'm 16, I can drive. I plan to do vlogs. That's one of the things. Oh, it was in Atlanta. That's awesome. Dude, my finger has so much pressure right now. Jeez. Actually bad. I'm literally on opioids. Like, that's pretty crazy, honestly. You have 142 subs now? That's good. You uploading MWR or what are you uploading? You're just doing live streams? No, I can't go back to school till Monday. There's like a 3-inch pin sticking out under the cast. That doesn't even come out for like 2 months. Or like a month or something like that. I think it was a month. I love how Gavin didn't say anything about him talking to Kirsten. He just said that he's getting surgery on his elbow, maybe. Hey Gavin, where you at, dude? Yeah, Kirsten's brother is literally sitting right back here. He'd probably like to talk to you. VO3 and MWR. That sounds good. Two really good games. Yeah. Yeah, I first started noticing it when I think I saw Kirsten like a couple of his pictures or something. And I was like, kind of weird. Kind of odd. And then saw these comments. Sleep all day. I came home from the surgery this morning. I got up at 5 o'clock, 5 in the morning, going to surgery. Supposed to be at 7, didn't get in until 9. Got that done. Came home, slept for like 3 hours. But it's all good. I'm gonna show you this comment. Right, he probably deleted it. Nope, it's here. This picture of Gavin and then Kirsten.
It looked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that kid.
Yeah. Where? He used to work at Roosters? No, but he did? Huh. Can you even hold a controller? Nah, I can't at all. I can't do anything. Bro, don't get me started on how hard it is to wipe my ass. It's so hard. It's so hard to wash my hands. I literally take like 4 pumps of soap and I just like sit here for like 10 minutes. I just like do this and I'll rub it up against this arm, like trying to rub it in as best I can. Like, so hard. I wash my hands and then I put Germ-X on just in case I didn't get all of it. I want to make sure. I'm a germaphobe, bro. I don't like that. My brother can lift 400 pounds of weights. Really? Well, I was just doing dumbbell press and just made a mistake. Oh, bro, who is Pancake Guy? He just donated $5. Pancake Guy. What? It'll pop up in a second. Just give it a second, because super chats take a little bit longer. Hey man, big fan, love your shirt. The one I'm wearing right now? Do you know me in real life or something? This is our school. That's my boy Pancake. Mike, so are you from the Discord? Yeah, there's the notification. Pancake Guy. Thank you so much. Pancake man to you. Well, Pancake, I appreciate it a lot, dude. I just got surgery this morning, and my finger's like barely even on there. Oh, you mean his shirt, the Toys R Us shirt? Yeah, he works at Toys R Us, so pretty dope. But I really do appreciate the $5. That is awesome. Thank you so much. I woke up at 5 this morning going for surgery. Yeah, you guys should switch shirts. I don't think this is gonna fit him.
Both wear mediums.
What? We do?
Yeah.
We're a medium?
Yeah.
Bro, I'll wear that. If it's not gonna stretch this shirt out, I don't care. But my freaking finger hurts. How did that IV needle feel? I didn't even barely feel it. He asked me if she wanted me to numb my hand first, and I was like, guess not. Like I get IVs, and I didn't even feel it. Like even when it wasn't numbed. Okay. Yeah. Believe you were a medium? Bigger than a medium. A large at least. Bro, actually. I just know your smell. Oh, Ernest, my bad, bro. I forgot. I just now saw your message. Sounds like you had a rough day. Yeah, it was actually. It wasn't that bad because I didn't really feel it because I'm so numb right now. Oh, boner because her body. I want to lick them. It's a joke hater. What are you saying? Pancake man. Thank you so much for the $5 once again. Okay. I think I can rock this Toys R Us shirt. Nice. Yeah. Very nice. This Toys R Us shirt's kind of lit. Let's take it from you. You can just get one?
Yeah.
No way. Bro. You have to do that for me. Toys R Us shirt? That's awesome. Okay. Oh, also, Pancake Guy, you have 625 steaks now, which you can basically gamble those. They're basically like coins. You can gamble them. You can pretty much do whatever you want with them. If you do exclamation point flip steak space like 625 or however much you want to do, you can gamble them. Yeah, steak's like what you eat. That was the point, but it's weird. I don't know, like cause like A1 steak sauce is just. I gotta go, but I just wanted to say what's up and hope you feel better, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good night, Kawasaki. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, I really wish I could play games right now. Fortunately, I don't think this would work. Yeah, that's not gonna work. This band is like hanging off. It will not stay on there. I have to tape that or cut it or something. And the worst thing is like knowing that there's like a pin under that. Eat that. You too, bro. Take it easy. Thanks, bro. Good luck with motocross. Dude, my phone glitches out way too often. Got it at rotating color. Yo, what's up, Girly Gamer? How you doing? Basically, the flat are these fades down here in the jump. Like right, fade. Okay. I don't know. I'm having fun talking to you guys. I really wish, like I said, play some games, but I can't do that. Got to go. Got 4 big tests tomorrow at school. Plus, I hate school. I hate school too. Fortunately, I get to go on Monday, but I do have a lot of homework. Probably already said that a couple times, but thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Have a good night, Speedy Devil. Have fun at school. Can't believe Pancake Guy already donated $5. What a beast. Maybe that'll pay for all my surgery. It was $5, you think? $5 is probably all it costs. Like, not a big deal. Or like 5,000, but whatever. I don't know. Ernest, hope you have a good night. Have a good day at school tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Sorry I read your comment late. I didn't see it till later. KJ, have a good night, bro. I will see you later. I will feel better. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. What do I got going on my mentions? I stole somebody's tweet. I just copy and pasted it and made it my tweet. Let's see how many likes I got on it. 1 retweet, 9 likes. You like that? Did you ever take Spanish? I'm just getting my life bullshito, bullshitas, bullshita, bullshitamos, bullshitais, and bullshiton. Should I just go on like big accounts and just copy their tweets and just like paste them and just see how many retweets and likes I can get? Cause I'm down. Nah, nobody will ever know. Let me just go on World Star. Well, I just need to find some popular account. I'll just go through my mentions. I guess I'm gonna work. Just go through my timeline. Oh yeah, that'd probably give me a lot of retweets. Okay. I need those dumb accounts, like those teenage accounts or those gay ones. Just like this. How do you have 2.2 million followers with not being verified? What's up, Nexus? Welcome back. Okay. I'm just gonna start stealing everybody's tweets. It's alright. Dude, there's an ant on my table. Come on. It's alright that you read my comment late. Have a good night. You too, bro. Have a good night. I was flipping out. I just said, why is there an ant on my table? I see one like every other day, like, which isn't that bad, but it's still annoying. Yeah, that is annoying. It's hot in here. It's always hot in my room. Like, no matter how cold it is outside, it'd literally be like 4 degrees outside, and I open my windows. And... Okay, you got a lot of hair. You're not even fat anymore. You used to be, but so did I. But you're not anymore. You're pretty fit yourself. Yeah. How much do you weigh?
2 weeks.
Really? And you're wearing a medium, bro? I weigh 160, or no, 157. That's pretty crazy. You're pretty strong now. You definitely made a transformation.
Number 1.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. next thing I know, I snapped the friggin' bolt.
You really?
Yeah. That's about. I think my dad said it was like 600 torque.
Wow.
Just on one bolt.
Dude, why do books for college cost so much? Can I just like torrent it online or something? Something dumb. There's gotta be a way to do something like that. How's my day? I'm doing good, bro. Had surgery this morning. My finger is like really uncomfortable right now, but other than that, I'm doing pretty chill. How are you? It's like, feels like my finger's disconnected, which I'm pretty sure it is.
No shit.
Yeah, it actually is disconnected. Oh, it doesn't even hurt. It's so uncomfortable though. Like there's so much pressure.
Yeah, imagine how I felt when I broke my finger.
I'll give you $5. Will you eat another scoop of G Fuel? Huh. Trying to think of anesthesia. Super fucking tired.
And G Fuel, I don't think that's a good mix right now.
I think I'll just pass on the $5. But next stream, I got you, bro. I'm gonna take a break today.
But what if I did it?
Yeah, what if he does it? What happened to my finger? I was doing dumbbell press with 50 pounds, and then my last set, I had 45 pounds, so I put the dumbbells below the bench. And so I was doing my set with 50, and then as I was done, I basically went to go lay them down, and I brought them down really fast, and they just got caught in between both the dumbbells and cut my finger off. So, good because I did not have surgery. Yeah, that's always good to not have surgery.
I take it that was a bitch to get off.
Yeah, it still won't come off.
Was that from the suction cup that they put on?
It was just tape, like some kind of tape they put on for the IV.
Oh.
Pancake, there was probably like that much skin holding it on. It was like right when it happened, like hanging, like dangling. And then it's pretty bad. Like surgery this morning was something. It's so uncomfortable. It's like completely numb, so it doesn't really hurt that bad right now, but it's definitely uncomfortable. It's like I can feel it, but I can't, because I'm on like opioids and like ibuprofen and like oxycodone or some, I don't know, drugs, dude. I don't know. Like I don't know what it is, but
It's opioids.
yeah, I know it's opioids. I know that. Did they put pins in it? Yeah, there's a big pin in it right now. That's why it's all covered up. But that's the scariest part. I don't get the pin out for a month. So, and I get the stitches out in like 14 days. Looking forward to that, but I'm definitely not gonna be looking at this pin sticking out of my hand. I'm like, I don't know what they have around the pin. It's like holding it so it's not pushing it in.
Whenever I think of that, of like a pin in your finger, I think of like the big guy from Happy Gilmore that has a nail sticking out of his head.
Who?
On Happy Gilmore, the big guy. The guy with coconut head hair.
I don't know why I can't remember that.
You're on drugs.
I'll be live streaming in a bit. Nexus, I might have to stop by, bro. If I give $5, I want your friend to eat a scoop of G Fuel, and then once it sets in, you guys left hand arm wrestle. Wait, let me push on my left arm, see if it messes up with my right arm at all. Like, see if I can feel it through my body or something.
Get
Oh, nah, but he's gonna beat me. He's strong. Like, he's actually huge. But, yeah, I mean, if you really want to do the G Fuel challenge, I'd just get a water and be ready to down some water.
Alright, I'm gonna give you guys the options of choices.
Well,
We got...
these are empty, by the way.
Okay, so we got kiwi strawberry. What is that?
Watermelon.
Watermelon, lemonade, pink lemonade, and phaseberry.
Dude, I know it's so trippy. When I broke my wrist, they just get like pliers and pull it out. My bone, they said, was like shattered, and they said that it was in like a different zip code. I can probably put the x-rays on the screen, actually. But they said that it was really close to being amputated. They said it was like really close. They said I got lucky.
What flavor do you guys want me to do?
You're back. What's up, KJ? Welcome back. I think I can somehow, maybe if I just like send it to myself on Twitter. Wait a second. Can I do that? I want to show you guys the X-ray because that won't get me taken down off YouTube. I don't think. It's just an X-ray. Fazeberry, that's what Christian said. Let's see what Mike says because he'd be the one donating $5. But so far, people want Fazeberry.
Just give me one more vote and I'll do Fazeberry.
Winner of the arm wrestle gets the Toys R Us shirt. Alright, I'm down. I think he's probably gonna win, but so which flavor? Oh yeah, Fazeberry.
Alright.
Before we do this, let me actually, I'm gonna show you guys this X-ray. You guys are gonna like this. Okay, oh, I'm gonna do that. Let me go. Oh, next this one's Fazeberry too. Crap. Okay.
How many of you guys will donate?
Yeah, is everybody donating? Okay, let me get this window. I think this is, what is it? Wait, why am I so confused? So, oh, there it is. That's the bone. I'm gonna go ahead and make this bigger for you guys. Let me make this even bigger. I want you guys to see the bone. Like that's something. You donated enough? Yeah, Nexus definitely donated enough. He's donated like $60. But that is the bone right there. So it's pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie to you. It completely broke off. You have water to wash it down because you're gonna need something. I don't know if there's anything in there. There's some in the fridge out there if you just want to grab.
Alright, go ahead and get it ready. Or wait, you can't.
I can probably get it. Yo, what's up, Alan? How are you doing? Hope you're having a great night, my dude. Yeah, it's a pretty bad X-ray. Like, no water until the powder is gone. Yeah, I'm just saying afterwards. Yeah, actually, I can't open this. How did it break off? Smashed it between two dumbbells. You can sit here if you want.
Yeah.
Try to get it away from the setup if possible. Gotta get it down first. They say try to get it down. Just fill it up to the line, because that's the challenge.
Yeah, alright.
And then, but you might open this and be ready to drink this, because if it gets stuck in your throat, it's better to lose the $5 than to die, so. You might open that up. See, that's more than the line, like, just do it up to the line, like what a normal scoop of G Fuel is.
Oh, okay. Alright, you guys ready?
It's still more than a normal scoop, but whatever, he's gonna do it.
You guys ready? Come on, Christian, don't be like that.
If you need to take it down to the line, that's what they were expecting anyway, so.
Yeah, fuck it.
Get the water, bro. Oh, he's a freaking beast. Get it wet with all that saliva. Get it down there. Oh, it's too easy. It's too easy. He even took more than like what I did. Like he literally filled it above the line. Was it good?
It's pretty strong.
Yeah, it's super strong. But hey, that's instant. Like that's instant caffeine, bro. Or that's instant like energy. You don't even need to drink it through water. Okay, that was something. I was like, yeah, dude, just put it down to the line. Nah, I'll just keep it how it is, whatever.
When they said the line, I was thinking the very top of the very...
No, I was talking like that little line in there, like that's what they were talking about, but did more.
At first I started panicking.
Oh, he donated $5, bro. Thank you so much. And it was all thanks to Austin too, because he did it. Mike, thank you. Mike, you're absolutely amazing. So we have Mike donated $5. Pancake Guy has donated $5. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. You guys are always out here supporting me. Oh, you know, was it worth it?
The greatest.
To get me money for you doing it? That's awesome. Appreciate it a lot. Okay. I'll take off my cast, rip out my pin, and rip out all my stitches for $100. Yeah, actually,
That's not.
I'd do that for 100,000. I would do it right now. 100,000.
100,000. That's different, but $100.
Yeah, definitely not 100. I was just joking, but I would definitely do it for 100,000. Somebody wants to donate 100,000. Call their bank and be like, wait, is this really you? Yeah, it's really me. I'm really donating $100,000 to a kid. And then like, I'll literally rip off my finger right now.
Hit up Tom Syndicate.
Yeah, you might do that. Now in a few minutes, you guys have to left hand arm wrestle for the shirt. All right, we can do that.
What?
We have to arm wrestle.
Oh yeah.
So wait, I think they can see it on the bed if we just move this chair back.
The funny thing is, I am left-handed.
And I'm not left-handed. Bro, just so you know, it's not even gonna be close. Like, he's a lot bigger than me. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. I know. Bro, does that mean I have to give him the Toys R Us shirt? Okay, dude, it looks like you earned this. I gotta give it back now. Wow, you earned this one. You're lucky I was gonna keep it.
It's alright. I'll get you one then Saturday.
Sounds good. I knew he was gonna win though. He's freaking huge. Alright, well, that was that. Dude, my chest is giant. Like, I'm honestly huge. Do I have abs? Does it look like it on screen? Oh, probably with that light, bro. It probably looks like I have abs. I'm down. You like my boobies, Connor? Oh, thanks. Dude,
Yeah.
this pen, I'm scared of pushing the pen in. That is like my worst fear.
Why would you want a 6-pack when you could have a cake?
You used to make that joke all the time, I remember.
But I'm just saying, like...
Bro, this hurts so bad. But it doesn't hurt at the same time. Like, I don't know if that makes any sense. It's like pressure. Pressure hurt. Like, it's weird.
It's just all the blood rushing to your finger.
Yeah.
I remember that.
What'd you break?
My middle finger.
Oh, you did too?
Yeah.
From what?
I told you.
You probably did. What'd you say? Wait, let me think.
I was on the bus.
Oh yeah, some guy.
Yeah, I was just messing around, and apparently I must have flipped him off, and it made him angry. Yeah, I must have flipped him off and made him angry, and like, he broke my finger.
Bro, I would punch that kid.
I wish I could.
Well, with your other hand.
I'm not right-handed.
Well, I would have you probably would have been.
Man, I would have missed and hit the window.
No, I can't punch my left hand, bro. Can't do that. Dude, thank you guys so much for the $10 tonight. That's awesome.
$10 richer.
See ya.
Gives me a quarter tank of gas.
I need a new iPhone charger because my iPhone charger is like super screwed up. So that's probably actually gonna get me an iPhone charger. Bye guys. Have a chipper evening. Thank you so much, Pancake Guy. I appreciate everything. Thanks for the $5. You're absolutely insane. Thank you. Dude, this is hard only having one hand to do things with. Dude, we could have our own like podcast. Look at this. Basically what it is, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
I wonder how I look in this hat.
Oh no.
You have a smaller head than I do, though. Yeah. Well, I guess you keep it loose.
That's not that bad. Guys, look at this hat on him. Actually kind of looks better in the background. I know what I can do. It's up higher, so that's better.
Yeah. My real hat is out in the truck.
What did you bring?
Huh?
What hat did you bring?
It's just a hat, camo hat with antlers on it with American theme on it, American flag.
I wonder, is that the brightest this thing will go? Yeah, it is. I wonder what happens if we turn this off. Oh, okay.
Just looks like our old videos.
Oh, thank you for the banner. No problem, Nexus. You've done so much for me, bro. I appreciate it. You literally donated like $60. That's the least I could do. So I appreciate everything you've done. Here, keep them entertained for a second. I'm gonna go grab a water. You want to turn that one light back on? You can.
Alright. Connor's pretty cool, ain't he, guys? Take over a stream, you can do it.
Dude, he'd do something stupid and get me banned. I already know. Like, he'd do something dumb. Like, somebody would be like, $50 if you, like, show your dick. And he'd be like, alright, boom. And we could be banned.
No. $50 is $50.
What does this look like? That might not look as good.
No, that's...
Okay, yeah, that's not even the right spot. You're the star now? Austin, he can be the star if he really wants to be. I'd let him.
Honestly, guys, I've thought about doing my own channel, but
I think that'd be awesome.
I don't have that kind of money to get all the tech.
This is literally a podcast. Easy. Easy. Bro. You know, life is good, but, like, also life is hard sometimes. You know, it's like, just, if you guys didn't know.
Just take some Viagra and get back in the game.
Oh, yeah, true. If you guys didn't know, Adidas, it's a long story. If you guys really want me to tell you it, I can. But Adidas is sending me all kinds of baseball gear for free. Like, Adidas is literally sending me a bunch of stuff for 100% free. So if you guys really want to know, like, more about how I got that, then I'll let you know. But basically, once that happened, I already knew that something bad was going to happen. I told my mom that. I was like, my life is going so good right now, something bad is going to happen. And something bad did happen. So, you know, this is what happens, I guess. But it's okay.
What's your subscribe count?
1,323. Which, we made $10 tonight between Mike and Pancake Guy.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a little proposition for you.
Alright, what's that?
So, when you reach 2,000 subscribers, I will shave my head.
Nah.
You don't think I will?
I don't know. Well, depends. Are you gonna get it shaved if you go in the military?
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you get 2,000...
Because you might have to get it done anyway.
Well, I mean, if you get 2,000 before I get shipped off...
When do you think that'll be if you're able to go?
Probably around this coming up summer.
Okay. I could probably do that. That'd be awesome, actually. Dude, do you have his TBH app? Probably not, because you're not in school.
No.
But it's like, You ever had the after school app when it was like a thing? It was like a thing
Yeah,
like a while ago.
I had that app where people would just talk shit about each other.
Yeah, and this is basically the same thing. Like people just like there's questions, and then you just kind of vote on people, and it just tells you the person I relate to most. Some boy in 10th grade in our school said me. Some girl said makes the extra effort. Some girl in 10th grade said that I do that. So I'm gonna go pee really quick. If you want, how about this? Okay. Where's this cord at? There's a cord somewhere. I think it's right here. It's kind of boring when there's not much going on. Like, let me do you a favor, make it more fun. Okay. I saw that sub count move. Somebody's trolling. Do me a favor, put those two together.
What is this for?
Oh wait, actually unhook that again. I think. Yeah. Did you fart?
No.
Yeah, you did. Jesus, that smells bad. Uh-oh.
Man, what are you talking about? I don't even smell it.
Dude, it smells bad. Jesus Christ. Okay, you can let go of it. Oh my god. Yo, Mike just unsubscribed, resubscribed or something. Wait a second. I gotta pull up this cord because I'm crippled and everything's falling. Okay. Now plug this green one into that speaker to the left, the bottom left of that speaker. You're gonna have to hold it. Okay, now you can put the headset on and there will be music, and so you can listen to music while you're talking to people. Tell me if it is only coming out through one ear, you just gotta kind of mess with this. Like you just gotta move this around. It's weird.
Okay.
But I gotta pee really quick, so you can just watch chat.
Alright. So guys, what do you think? If Connor gets 2,000 subscribers by next summer, I'll shave my head. That's if he gets it before I get shipped off into the military. Come on, guys, don't be afraid to talk. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on it.
Dude, I'd be so down to like make a whole overlay for like podcasts and stuff. Maybe do like my own little podcast. Crap, bro. Can you hit that plus button? Top right.
What?
Right here. Wait, do it again. One more time. Tyler McNichol, that's my cousin Austin. I'm gonna put this right here. This screen goes off every once in a while, but it doesn't matter. And then we're gonna make this chat really big. And then you got this, check for donations and stuff. Hit the plus button again, please. Hit it a couple times. Okay, this time I won't do anything on here, that's okay. That does not happen there very often. Okay.
Alright.
So this is pretty legit setup. So, bro, how are you doing, Connor? I'm doing okay. Surgery this morning went okay. There's a pin in my arm, or I mean in my finger, but in the end, we should all be good. Everything should be fine. It's kind of just completely numb right now, so I don't really feel much. So that's not that big of a deal right now. Tomorrow it'll probably hurt a lot worse. But for right now, I'm chilling because I got like literally all of these pills. Like, these are the amount of pills that I'm on right now. Like, there's like 4 different pill bottles. And it was pretty bad. They said that I was really close to amputating it. And that's like one of my biggest fears, like having to get something removed off my body. Like, that actually sucks. Yo, Tyler, by any chance, do you have that picture that Megan took of like the one where you can like see the bone or something like that? Yeah, bro, tomorrow will be a bitch. You gonna be at school tomorrow? Nah, they don't even want me to come back to school till Monday, so I have all the way until Monday, bro. So I should see you then. Dude, I need to make like a podcast overlay. That'd actually be sick. Tyler, what do you think about like a weekly podcast? Just get somebody new in here every time, or just get you in here every time and just like literally just talk. Like, but I'll actually write up a list of what we talk about like before. Like tomorrow, honestly, like tonight, I can like make a sick overlay, start talking about it on Twitter, and then I can like literally write like a script, not like a script, but things to talk about, like some topics. I can get it for you, and dang, I'm gonna miss you, baby girl. I'll miss you too, bro. If you can get it to me and send it to me, that'd be awesome. I have a 3-inch pin sticking out of this right now, like inside that, and it's like the most weird feeling ever. Like, it's just not good. It just makes me feel like weird, you know what I'm saying? But once again, as long as I get to keep my finger and I can move it, then I should be fine. And I hope I get all my feeling back, which I heard it's going to take like literally a year, maybe longer. So that part really does suck, but that's okay too. I'm going to check about this music, see what's going on.
You need to know.
Got it. Okay. Oh, there's so much throbbing, like pressure. I hate throbbing. It feels like your finger just has like a heartbeat. It's the worst thing.
Yeah, I hate it too. I don't typically get in my finger though.
Oh my god. Yeah, bro, you definitely messed your nerves up. Yeah, 100%. But apparently it'll be back to normal, like, over time. Like, it should be completely fine. We'll see. I'm nervous. I'm just nervous about this whole healing process. The surgery was sick. Like, it actually was, because I was so tired. And then when they put me to sleep, it was, like, the best sleep ever. And I'm pretty sure you had surgery too, Tyler, so maybe you were more scared than I was, but I just had it done on my finger, so it wasn't that big of a deal. I mean, it's still a big deal, but yeah, I think you had it in your knee, and that's definitely a bigger part of your body. Well, they're both really important, but the knee's bigger. What do you think about this whole podcast idea, Tyler? Let me know. Bro, it gets fine over a year after my knee. I'm good. I just couldn't walk for a while. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Baseball will probably be hard for the first couple of months or something like that. But as long as it gets better in the end, we'll be okay. Okay, so here's a topic we're going to talk about. Now, you don't have to put your like opinion in it if you don't want to. Like, you don't have to put your actual opinion of like what you would do.
Yeah.
But what do you think about like everybody kneeling for the national anthem? With you going into the military, like trying your best to...
I think it's bullshit.
You really do?
Yeah.
It's like... I don't know. Like, I don't think you should be doing it because, like, there's other ways to protest. Like, that's what they're doing it for. There's other ways to protest than, like, kneeling during the most important song of our country. That's what I think's so bad about it. But, I mean, I get that it's everybody's right to protest. Just, I guess they have a right to do it, but I think it's in, like, one of the worst ways you could do it. Other than, like, killing people, like, protesting. But, like, just the whole kneeling thing, that's just ridiculous. The people who kneel need to jump off a bridge. Apparently, people were kneeling at one of the soccer games like a couple days ago or something like that. A lot of people in our school have mixed feelings about it. People say that they applaud them. Like you saw Caitlyn put on Twitter something about that. And also, you have other people like you and Austin and me, which I'm not really going to get into it that much. Like, I'm not going to call somebody out for it just because
You kind of just did.
What? I don't know who exactly it was, but Caitlyn just put on Twitter something like, I know that Riley Stow put on Twitter and it said, for everybody at the soccer game who kneeled, like, I am disgusted or something like that. And then Caitlyn quoted the tweet and said, for everybody who kneeled, I applaud you. And so she obviously has the opinion that, people should be able to kneel, which I think that they should be allowed to, but it's ridiculous is what it is, because obviously freedom, but it's just dumb.
Yeah, like, everybody has their own opinion, but this is, like, our country. This is our anthem, but, like, is it really necessary to go that far and disrespect our country and the anthem at the same time?
And it's like, you don't see anybody who fought in the military kneeling, like, because they know what it actually means. I feel like if people really understood what it means to fight for the country and, like, all the sacrifices that everybody's made, which maybe you'll understand soon. Like, if you're able to go into the military, he figures out his results on his asthma and stuff like that to go into the military. Tomorrow is when he's supposed to get the results, so he could be going to war. You're gonna be on the front lines. Is that the plan? Be ready.
I'll be going for active duty for military police, but if a war goes on, I'll be out there too.
See, that's one of the craziest things. So he's got a strong opinion about it. Like, check my fight with Caitlyn on Twitter, bro. I wrecked her butthole. You know what I need to do? I need to somehow get something where I can record my phone on OBS while I'm streaming. So, like, as we're talking about this stuff, I can go through my phone and we can check topics. Like, he's like, check Twitter and stuff. Because there's a way you can do that. I think all you have to do is, like, plug in your computer and get, like, some kind of, like, download. And then we could literally sit here and just talk. And then we can, like, look up stuff about it, see what people are saying. I feel like that'd be super cool.
Yeah. Did you hear that Antifa? Do you know what Antifa is?
Who's that?
Antifa is a political group that's like, they're like pro-communism, pro-whatever, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like trying to talk about setting up some kind of like protest. It may even be more than a protest.
Like maybe a terrorist attack? Are you talking? Or
like they're trying to say something's going to happen in November. I don't know if that's true. I don't have my facts completely right, but that's just what I'm hearing.
Well, did you hear that also the Vegas shooter apparently converted to Islam about a week before he did this, and so ISIS is taking complete responsibility for this attack. So thought that was pretty crazy. I'm not sure if that's 100% true. That's what a lot of news articles have been saying. But, it seems like ISIS claims a lot of the terrorist attacks.
I just think ISIS is funny. Like, they don't even do anything, but they, like, they say that they take responsibility for doing these certain things, but
yeah,
they aren't doing shit.
Like, obviously they didn't have one of their guys, because you could tell just by, like, religion, like, race, not to be racist, but just, like, you can tell when somebody's diehard ISIS. You're not going to see... I would like to think that you're not going to see, like, just a straight-up white guy, just, like, as a suicide bomber for ISIS. I mean, yeah, there has probably been some before, but it's not being racist. I mean, it probably is racist, but I don't mean to come off that way, but, like, you can tell. Just,
yeah.
You can... I'm not saying that all Muslims are, like, part of ISIS or suicide bombers. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, like, a lot of the people in ISIS are part of the Muslim religion and stuff like that. They believe in that stuff. So I'm not calling out everybody for it. I don't think Muslim is bad. Like, I don't think if you're a Muslim, you're just bad. Like, I don't make stereotypes like that. But unfortunately, it's kind of like freaking rednecks liking their cousins. It's just, yeah, it is a stereotype, but it's not true for everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? People understand that. Sometimes it goes too far, but people still understand that it's not everybody, even if they do take it too far in some things. So, It's definitely a strange topic, especially being the biggest like terrorist attack. Well, it hasn't officially been like, I guess, put into a category of a terrorist attack yet. It's still just a shooting. I mean, some people like to say it's a terrorist attack. I don't know how to think about that yet. I don't know enough about it, I don't think, but it's definitely like a terrorist act, and it's the biggest one that's ever happened in the U.S. The biggest shooting, like, of course, the biggest shooting.
Tyler says that ISIS is a branch of Muslims.
Yeah, so going back to that, you can be Muslim and then be part of ISIS, but just because you're a Muslim doesn't mean you are an ISIS. It's like being white and in the KKK. It's like you can be white and not be in the KKK, but everybody who's in the KKK is white. Like, right? That's what I like to think. So,
I think I think it was Spain. They have something like the Ku Klux Klan, and they wear like the same thing. And like they don't base it off of race over there. They base it off of religion. So like, say everybody in their KKK is Catholic, they'd go over and yell at somebody that's Jewish or Muslim or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, there's things like that. People have to realize. I think people are smart enough to realize that just because you're white, you don't hate black people, even though a lot of people do. It doesn't mean that, like, even if you're just white. It's a whole thing about stereotypes. Like, people are ignorant enough to just say, oh, like, you're Muslim, like, you're part of ISIS. I mean, it's bad. But, like, Trump's brought up things, obviously, about keeping, like, Muslims out of the country and stuff like that, which, in the end, I don't want to put my opinion out there too much, but I think that it would help our country in the way to keep terrorist attacks away, for the reason that all ISIS members are Muslims. To my knowledge, like, apparently, like I said, ISIS takes responsibility for a lot of the terrorist attacks, even from, like, white people, like Caucasian people. But it's just, I think it would help, but it would also hurt us in ways, bringing, like, diversity to the country. But obviously a lot of people don't care about that either. Like, they don't care to have Muslims here, especially pro-Trump, like, die-hard pro-Trump supporters. I can agree with Trump on some things, and there's other things that I don't agree with him with. So that's kind of like everybody. Like, I'm not just die-hard Trump, but I'm also not completely against everything he does. So, yeah, I don't think it's really possible to agree with every single thing a person says.
But, like, the thing I'm at with, like, the whole political thing is, like, I feel very upset with the country as, like, even from, like, the ending of 2016, from when the political stuff started, like, the race.
Yeah, right when Trump came into the presidential race and everything like that, that kind of sealed it, because everybody knew that Trump was basically get everybody out of the country, which I think we can both agree would definitely help, but it's not fair either. You know what I'm saying? I think it would help, but it's not the U.S. It's just not fair. But how could we make sure? Because, the 64-year-old guy that shot up Vegas had no criminal record. He just was like he had a hunting license. They mentioned that. So he had a reason to get guns, which not all the guns were legal to obviously hunt with and own. Like, fully automatic guns, to my knowledge, is not legal. I know it's not legal in Ohio unless you have a certain permit. I would guess it's not legal in a place like Vegas. It's
like to even, like, have a gun without it being checked, or without some kind of mental stability test or something.
One thing I really think is, I think that concealed carry should be allowed in most all places. I think concealed carry is a very big deal, and that would help us out a lot. And I really think that like, basically any place where there's multiple groups of people or just a lot of people, you should have to be checked for guns, as in, like, a metal detector check at least, or maybe just cops patting you down. not for a reason of suspicion, but literally everybody. Like, so you keep it fair, but it also helps. It'll help out a lot. Like, the hotel, for example, that he shot out of, if you didn't know, it was a 30-second window, like 30-second floor that he was shooting down in front of people in Vegas. So, you know, when you go into a hotel, you bring bags in. They don't check your bags. You get your bags, you buy a room, take your bags up. Like, you could take anything you want. And it's things like that, especially in populated places like Vegas, you can just get away with stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's way too easy. And, you know, the Super Bowl, they had, like, crazy amounts of
security.
Crazy amounts.
Yeah. Did you know at the Olympics they had, like, military outside just waiting?
Really?
Yeah.
See, it's because something like that is bound to happen at a place with so many people.
Kind of like at the soccer game that happened a couple years ago.
Soccer games are actually a hotspot. I'm not sure exactly for terrorist activity.
FIFA.
Yeah, but there's a lot of violence that goes along it, like all the soccer games. Like, we had to talk about it during school one time, not just terrorist attacks, but like after the games, people will just fight after the games just because their team lost and one team won, and then they take that stuff super serious, which could go hand in hand with like a terrorist attack. Depends how you categorize a terrorist attack within like a regular attack, or what the difference really is. Like, what's the difference between a terrorist attack and a regular attack?
I can actually give you that information, but I don't have my book with me.
So, what do you remember anything like what it might be? What's the biggest difference?
Basically, the difference between a terrorist and a sovereign citizen. A sovereign citizen is just somebody that has nothing to do with the country. Like, say like Amish people, they're considered sovereign citizens because they're like in their own area, but they're like not a part of us in a way.
Yeah, I understand.
And like, so
what would happen if like somebody who was Amish committed like an attack? Would that be considered a terrorist attack, or just would it be?
Yes, it'd be considered a terrorist attack because he conflicted a large area within.
See, it kind of blows my mind that if like there's an attack on a large area, like there's a lot of people there, that it could be called anything other than a terrorist attack. But there's a lot of news articles such as like CBS and stuff arguing that because I mean, a lot of people like to say because he was white is why a lot of people are saying that these news articles are saying that it wasn't a terrorist attack. Which, whether that's the case or not, I'm not sure. It is true, though, that a lot of articles, a lot of like news stations, and a lot of reputable sources, but some of them obviously not so much, they're saying, you know, like, we can't say it's a terrorist attack yet. Maybe you can't say it just yet, but it's hard to say that something like that isn't a terrorist attack. Maybe by the official terms, like if you go in depth looking at a book that tells you exactly what a terrorist attack is versus what a regular attack is and what's the difference, then maybe you could say that. But in general, for the normal public, just to categorize an attack, I would completely agree that it's a terrorist attack, something like that, some of that magnitude, like especially the biggest attack we've ever had on like U.S. soil. Like, it has to be a terrorist attack. That's the only way I can see it. But it's been crazy. Like, things always happening. Like, what was it? It was a concert, not the Vegas one. It wasn't long ago. Do you remember what I'm talking about? There was like an explosion or something outside of a concert. I'm trying to remember what it was exactly. I can't remember. If it comes to my mind, I'll say something, but not too long ago there was a concert, and outside of it there was like a big explosion. I don't think it killed a lot of people. There was a couple people that died, a lot of people injured, but it was still a big deal. But to me, I get in Vegas there was like a lot of people at that concert. Like, I think it was like 23,000 people. So how are you gonna check every single person? Which, you know, there could be those people that get over it. But if you think about it, if anything, it was the hotel's fault. But hotels aren't permitted to like check people's bags. But even if you check every single person
But-
that walked in that concert,
Wouldn't you think that like the cleaning lady, like
might see something like in
yeah,
the room.
like if she would have saw something, she
Either-
should have said something. Like,
Either, well, I did read he was there for like a good week. So either he requested the cleaning lady not to be there.
yeah, it probably had to do not disturb.
Yeah, something like that, because obviously she's not allowed to go through bags, but under suspicion, maybe she did. Maybe there was no cleaning lady that went in there because of the do not disturb sign. It's hard to tell because you don't get those exact details.
Like,
but
do we know like the quality of the hotel? Like, was it
oh, in Mandalay Bay, it's very top notch.
okay?
Like,
So they would have security.
that's what I would say. Obviously, they don't check their bags. I mean, unless there's some other way you got it up there, which I don't see how. I haven't heard anything about it. But,
I think I was told by somebody that he had about 4 bags, so he had about 4 trips.
yeah, there was like 10 guns in total, and he would just shoot out all the ammo in one clip, and instead of reloading, would literally pick up another one and just go off. So that is something. Like, I get the concert thing. Once again, the one person out of the 23,000 who wasn't there was the one that shot everybody. So it's like, there's nothing the concert venue could have done. Like, you know, somebody walks in a hotel, you can't check somebody who walks in a hotel if it's not even, it doesn't have anything to do with you. So there's no way you could have stopped it from the concert side of things, because even if you try to check every single person that came in the concert, he wasn't at the concert. So
Yeah, but here's something that you probably should know. Did you know if you go to like a drugstore, you can't buy like, you know, like the pills, like the gel pills that you get for like
Yeah.
colds and stuff? You can't buy no more than 3 packages of
Really?
those. If you do, they'll refuse to sell it to you. But if you just buy, say, just 2 at a time, like
just keep coming back.
no, like 2 at a time, and then go to the next drugstore, buy 2 at a time.
So what's the weight on that kind of thing?
But like, thing is, if you are caught, like say somebody sees the pattern, DEA will call you and do a checkup on you. Cause you know why? Because there's a chemical in those pills that's called Sudafed. Sudafed is also used in meth.
Okay.
So people would take these cold medicines and stuff and use the chemicals in that to make meth.
Kind of off topic a little bit, but
But
most people,
same thing, it's just like the security. Like, say, like, people don't search, but if somebody sees something, they're, like, the DEA, and they see the pattern.
like under suspicion, you know, you can always be checked under suspicion. I always had a question. I thought you would probably know this. What exactly is a citizen's arrest, and how do you do it?
Citizen's arrest is just somebody that, say, like, somebody broke into the house and you had them, like, you beat them down and you got them onto the ground. You can have somebody sit them down, or you could sit on top of them and wait for the police to come. That'd be considered a citizen's arrest.
Okay, so basically,
It's just restraining them and waiting for the police to come.
okay. I had a different idea. I didn't know what it was, so I'm happy I know that now, because it just didn't make much sense to me, so that's nice. I'm gonna actually go ahead and change the title of the stream, because say that we're doing like talking about stuff.
Here. Need a water or anything?
Yeah, if you could grab me one, that'd be good.
Before you unpause that, I'll use the restroom too.
Okay. Okay, I think we're doing good. All right. So, looks like we're doing our first podcast tonight. So this should be good. We've already been talking. If anyone's here, we've been talking for probably like the past 30 minutes about some recent topics such as people kneeling in protest of the NFL and stuff like that, about the national anthem, and we also were talking about the Vegas shooter, stuff like that. Basically, just some of the biggest topics right now, and just kind of our opinions on it and what we think could have fixed it and kind of why it's happening. So we're gonna finish talking about that stuff. If you have any ideas on what you want us to talk about, just let us know. We're gonna be trying to come up with some of the most recent controversial topics of what may be happening in the world and maybe how it can be fixed, why it's happening, things just like that. So let us know if you have anything you want us to talk about. We'll go on news channels and see what, like, their articles and see what they're talking about. Okay, so what we could check out the news, see what's going on, just kind of see what some of the recent topics are, refresh our memory. Are you getting up to spend the night, you think?
Probably.
All right. So tonight I'll probably set up a nice overlay. I'll probably print out maybe a piece of paper of what we could talk about. I'll probably do something. We'll be able to do something really cool tomorrow. We'll finish it off doing something tonight. That's one thing I need to do. So Alexa, volume 6. Okay, and she'll give you like a rundown in the news. So we'll see what she has to say. Alexa, what's in the news today?
Here's your flash briefing.
Alexa,
In
volume 8.
Fox News. Looking for a motive for a mass killer. I'm Lisa Lacera, Fox News. Not only did he have hundreds of rounds of ammo, but Las Vegas police say Stephen Paddock also had explosives in his car. Fox's Steve Rappaport has more live.
Lisa, in addition to the trove of evidence in Paddock's car, authorities discovered that he stayed at another Vegas hotel last month around the same time as another weekend music festival.
Reasons that ran through Paddock's mind is unknown, but it was directly during the same time his life is beautiful.
Carr County Sheriff Joseph Lombardo.
We have recovered video from there to review Mr. Paddock's actions.
Earlier today, Paddock's girlfriend described a different side of him in a statement read by her attorney, Nat Lombard.
A kind, caring, quiet man.
Mary Lou Danley remains a person of interest. Lisa?
State Democrats in Congress calling for a measure that would outlaw an accessory used by Stephen Paddock that made his semi-automatic weapon fully automatic.
Some have said we shouldn't do this now. We should wait. Now is not the time. Ladies and gentlemen, when is the time going to be there?
California Senator Dianne Feinstein, but some Republicans, including Tennessee's Bob Corker, apparently never heard of the modification, telling reporters he's going to get his staff to show him what it is. A deadly attack on U.S. troops in West Africa.
Okay, Alexa, pause. Okay, so going back onto the Vegas story, apparently he didn't start out with automatic weapons. I heard, there's some kind of modification he made to the weapons to make it, fully automatic.
And people do that all the time.
Exactly. And, legally, I think you would need a permit for that.
Yeah, you have to have some kind of permit.
But you just do your background check just like you normally do, Swappers Day, something. And we haven't brought up that topic yet, where you can basically just buy a gun whenever you want. Swappers Day, like things like Swappers Day, you could show up with $300, find a gun you want, take the $300, take the gun, and you'll never hear from him again.
Actually, at Swappers Days, I heard a story saying that some of the people that were selling guns, they were like, "Do you mind if I do a background check on you?"
Yeah, there was some tables that were doing background checks on people, and I think that's smart. I really do. I don't think most of the people there are there to do harm, which obviously nothing's ever happened at Swappers Day yet, which we can't say for sure because it would be a good time to do something, which a lot of other people are going to have guns as well. But
see, the thing is that, like, the police officers that were there, like, with your dad, like, he had to take his gun all the way back because it was loaded and it had rounds in it.
And there's that stand right when you walk in. People were like, they check your guns, like especially if you have something you can't hide, like a shotgun, which you're planning on to sell to somebody, and once you get there, so they will check your gun, make sure it's not loaded, which is very smart. I mean, obviously there's ways to get around it, put the ammo in your pocket, whatnot, but at least they're taking like precautions. And I wouldn't be surprised if in the next couple years it's required by law that you have to have background checks in place like that. Because to me, yeah, I won't be able to buy a gun by myself, because surprisingly, yeah, my dad was there. Maybe that was why. But I walked up with $200, $250, and I just bought an SKS. Like, I just was able to do that. So, yeah, I'm not even 18. They didn't ask me how old I was. There was no background check. It's like, it's too easy. But I really do think that they're going to do something about that. I don't think they're going to be allowed to do that much longer, because not just things like Swappers Day, I'm sure there's things in other states that are just like things like that you can just pretty much get a gun wherever you want. Pawn shops, I'm pretty sure they're all doing background checks now. I know that like a long time ago, I'm pretty sure that you didn't have to. That was probably a while ago, but I'm pretty sure that you had to get a background check for everything.
I mean, the whole idea of security changed after 2001.
Yeah, especially because like my dad was telling me, first time we went on a plane, you could get tours of the cockpit, and like there's absolutely no way that would happen now. Like you could literally, and it wasn't locked. From my knowledge, it wasn't locked before 9/11. The cockpit was literally like either open or just shut. So it's like they really had it easier before 9/11, it seems like, or maybe just on planes it was never thought of. But the world is just, it's just, I don't know, it's going downhill. You know, we're advancing every day, but we're also just getting worse every day. It's a hard mix, and it's just how it works.
Like how you're saying how it's getting worse every day. I think it just goes straight back to the whole political issue that's going on now.
I think a big part of the terrorist attacks is
the political,
exactly, like the political disagreement between like people who like Trump and people who don't. And exactly, like people who just wanted, you know, another person to win, or if somebody talks so much crap about Trump, you know, sometimes people just go off. It's like, it's bad because I see a lot more bad things about Trump on Twitter, like people like saying bad things and getting like hundreds of thousands of retweets, like more bad things about our president than good things, like by far. And like Barack Obama isn't even our president anymore, and he still is praised on Twitter, and like all social media is like come back. And it's just, it's kind of crazy because think about it, if we live in like a country like the US, and we're allowed to say whatever we want about the president, like other than like we're gonna kill him or something, like you're not allowed to say that, but you're allowed to like him, you're allowed to show that you like him, you're allowed to show that you hate him. But think about living in North Korea or something like that. You say something bad about, you know, the ruler, you could literally get killed right there. I'm not sure how bad that is still, but you know, even like 100 years ago, you say something about the king and you'll be like executed, or maybe even longer, obviously. But things like that happen, and we definitely have a lot of freedom, and with that much freedom comes a lot of trust on everybody. And obviously we can't be trusted because so many bad things have been happening with the trust that we've been given.
Honestly, in my opinion, and don't take note on this, but I think we're on the brink of a civil war.
The craziest thing is, you know, obviously history teachers don't know everything, but you know, history like seems to repeat itself. And they, you know, Miss Conley, she was a teacher, you probably had her, history teacher, I had her from 9th grade. She was saying like, you know, you'd be lucky. Also, Mr. Hegman was saying this too, 8th grade history teacher, like saying you'd be lucky by the time like you have kids if we haven't already had like another world war or like a civil war, something like that. And you know, usually you have like a big war, like a major war every certain amount of years, and it's just hasn't really happened. So it's like
we're on the brink.
Exactly. And then you hear everything about North Korea, what's really gonna happen with that, I don't know. It's been going on for so long. I remember when it first happened, I was terrified. Like when I first heard everything about this, I couldn't even sleep at night. Like it just scared me, just knowing that like stuff like that could happen. But it's been so long, just talking so much trash and everything to each other. I'm not sure if anything is gonna happen between them two, and if it does, I don't know when, because they always say that one's gonna fire a bomb off, and if one shoots a missile, then the other one's gonna fight back, and then North Korea shoots missiles at us, and even though they don't get close enough to us, Donald Trump still threatens to like do something, and he just never does. Which I get, the missiles from North Korea haven't came super close yet, but there's definitely trying to intimidate us, and what exactly North Korea has, we can't really be sure. So people have their theories. Wow, I mean, we don't even know exactly what we have. Like us as citizens, like we don't have any knowledge of what kind of bombs we have. Maybe, you know, like bombs we've used in the past, yeah, we probably have those, but just we can't really compare what we have to North Korea just because we don't know. Like there's no way for us to know.
Honestly, if North Korea was to attack the U.S., Russia would join us on a war against them.
Yeah, that's good. Well, we have allies, they have allies. We probably have more allies, so I think we'd be in good hands. Luke Ryan, what's going on? Yeah, we are reading the chat every once in a while. We're just getting into some good topics, but we will read the chat. So if you have anything you want to talk about, let us know. We've been talking about the Vegas shooter, been talking about the whole political disagreement. We talked a little bit about kneeling during the national anthem, which is a big deal. Not as big as some other things going on right now, but it is very popular. So if you have any like comments, anything you want to talk about, let us know. I'm actually on my MacBook right now just looking up some different news stories, and I see something right now that actually popped up. The title of the article by US News says CIA official predicts North Korean provocation on Columbus Day. So if you didn't know, North Korea has been like kind of messing with us, and we've been kind of messing with North Korea a little bit. And you know, everyone's thinking we're on the brink of another world war or something like that. So this article is actually written today, I think. So apparently, let me just check this out really quickly. Okay, so apparently it says the U.S. should be ready for a new provocation by North Korea on Columbus Day, which is October 9th, which is apparently, by coincidence, the anniversary of the founding political party that governs in, I'm not sure how you pronounce this, it must be like a different country. I'm not sure what that has to do with it. But, you know, we've obviously been hearing a lot about the North Korea problem, and nothing's like actually happened yet. So we'll see what happens October 9th. If you want to read the article, let me know. I could definitely link it or something. But as of right now, I think we'll be okay. But, you know, you just can never tell at this point. What else we got? So there's smaller stories. 3 U.S. soldiers killed in Niger by ambush. We got NBC News won't apologize to Americans despite Trump's fake news claim. Okay, we don't even talk about that probably, because Trump just decides that all news is fake apparently. So if you don't know, Austin right here, he is planning to go in the military as part of like active duty, and he kind of he's getting his results. What's the test called?
A PFT.
So is that a lot of different things that can be done with that, or is it just asthma?
A pulmonary function test is basically where they have you sit into a box, and what they'll do is give you a tube, and it kind of links to a computer, and it just reads how strong your lungs are. And sometimes they'll have you even come back to the hospital, and they'll have you do an exercise or something, and they'll make some kind of concoction to see if they can provoke your asthma to come up. And if it does, then it's not really looking too good.
Would they by any chance put you any through kind of exercise?
There's a chance of that, but I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. So has it been 3 years since your last asthma attack?
It's not really my last asthma attack. It's just the last time that I've used my inhaler.
Oh, really? When was your last asthma attack?
New Year's.
This New Year's?
No,
Like a while ago when
Yeah,
I
like-
was there,
yeah.
and that scared me. So you should be good. I don't see any problem with it, so it's looking good. Anyway, so we'll get on this topic. We can just take a quick look at this. I do have to read a little bit because we weren't really prepared tonight. We didn't really think of doing a podcast at first. But, okay, so the headline, 3 U.S. soldiers have been killed and 2 others wounded in an ambush in Niger near the border of Mali, reports say. So, several Nigerian soldiers have also died in the attack. So, apparently this is something pretty big, just this whole battle we have going on over here. You know, we don't hear a lot about this, to be honest, because I wasn't, you know, we're always at, like, a constant battle with, like, Afghanistan and just, you know, just, like, little battles here and there. Nothing super big. Like, I don't think it's anything for the history books. Like, you know, it's not like an official name, or is there? I'm not sure. But there's still things going on that we should mention because, you know, 3 soldiers dying is definitely a big deal. Other though, like, there's things super big like the Vegas shooting. We've talked about that tonight. Says, you know, it just seems like a standard ambush, which is super sad. Yeah, things just don't work out sometimes. That's super sad. Prayers go out to the families. Obviously, I don't know much about the story yet. I don't want to take too much time to read this because I don't want to, you know, make you guys bored. But maybe we'll get into that tomorrow because I think we plan on doing another one of these tomorrow. I'm going to write up like a small idea list and like a little short backstory so we can talk about it. And then we'll have a better podcast tomorrow, most likely. So make sure you're ready for that. Let me see if I ask Alexa to play again. Alexa, play. I figured she'd start off with the article because I told her to pause. Alexa, play.
Here's a station you might
Huh,
like.
so
Florida Georgia
looks like I had to
Line
start it
on
over.
Amazon Music.
Alexa, stop. Because we were using her, we were getting some articles from her. They were talking about that. But do you have anything else you would like to talk about right now? Anything else that you were thinking about that we could talk about, unless except from reading an article, like something that we could talk about right now that you have a little bit of background knowledge on? Any major events that have been happening?
I mean, nothing that I can think of at the
It was
moment.
mostly the Vegas shooter and this whole kneeling thing. So
Honestly, I think those are just like small but large things. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
well, the kneeling thing I think is definitely not as big of a deal as the Vegas shooting, because
Yeah.
being the biggest and most mass shooting on U.S. soil, it's a big deal. It could possibly be the biggest shooting for a while. 50 people dead, was
59.
it? 59 people dead, and it ended up being over like 500 injured in the end or something like that.
515.
See, that's what's so crazy about it. And there's actually a lot of sad stories. If you don't mind, I'm going to go on Twitter right now. FaZe Banks. If you guys know FaZe Banks, I'm sure you do. Have you heard the name?
Yes.
Okay. So, he came out with his own designer clothing line on Saturday. He had a pop-up shop in Los Angeles where he lives. And he bought out a building, got it all set up, and it's going to be like a limited edition of his designer clothing line. It's not merch. He's made that very clear. It's literally his take on a designer line. So, like, expensive clothes. The cheapest thing is $80, and that's the cotton shorts, and it goes up to $240, which is the oversized sweatshirt. And that's kind of besides the point. It has to do with the backstory of what I'm about to tell you guys. So what happened was, at this pop-up shop, people spent the night before, kind of like a camp out for anything, like video game, something. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying. And some guy camped out, some kid, probably around 18 years old, it looked like, and he camped out that night. And in the morning when they opened up the shop, he was there to buy the entire season of the first clothes. He got like the shorts, the shirts, the sweatshirts that came out. He got like everything, and that's easily over like right around $1,000 that he'd be paying for all this stuff. So super big supporter, younger kid. So obviously he really was passionate about FaZe Banks. He really likes him, And I really do like FaZe Banks as well. He's a really nice guy, it seems like. And what happened to this after this pop-up? It was literally that night or the night after. I think it was Sunday night this happened, the shooting. I think so, because I think I remember waking up that morning, Monday morning, and seeing it on the news. And so this kid who was standing in line, he met FaZe Banks there, and they talked for a little bit. They got to know each other. As a fan perspective, there he was a fan of FaZe Banks, nothing more. They didn't exchange numbers, nothing, just fan. And he put on Twitter, because I guess FaZe Banks actually followed him after that. He got his Twitter and followed him, and he posted on Twitter after the shooting that his parents had both been shot and killed at this Vegas shooting. So FaZe Banks saw that, and after the guy made the video about him crying about his parents passing away, which is super sad, by the way, like that was actually really sad. FaZe Banks said that, you know, you can come over to our house. Keep in mind, his house is like $10 million and lives with like 8 other YouTubers, like big YouTubers. So it'd be pretty cool to go there. And he said you have a ticket there whenever you want. Like, you want to come over to the house, like, just let us know. You can come over. And when FaZe Bank comes out with a second season of his clothes, which I'm guessing is going to be even more expensive, he said it's all free. He's being a really nice guy, and I think that's just really awesome. I was just going to give really big props to him. I think that's super nice of him to do. And I couldn't imagine losing both your parents at the same time from, like, an act of terrorism. Like, I couldn't imagine. That's just too much to fathom.
Well, on a brighter note, like, since we're always talking about, like, the negative stuff that's been going on, let's go ahead and change that up and talk about something positive. Because earlier today I was listening to the radio, and I heard this story of a lady. She is a cancer patient in South Carolina, and she had her car stolen, and it had her wheelchair in it because she's just having trouble walking because she's in, like, chemotherapy and all that. And when the news posted their story about that, car dealership saw that, and the owner of the car dealership gave her a new car.
That's
and
nice.
People that are out there are wondering how they could donate money to her so that way she can get a new wheelchair.
That's awesome. See, it's hard because news stations, like big news,
like, they always focus on the negatives.
and it's hard to, like, make a story about the good things. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to report if you have the Vegas shooting, which obviously is going to be reported everywhere no matter how bad, because it was literally the worst shooting in U.S. history. But I'm talking, like, just things, and it's hard for me to even come up with an example because, like, they don't ever report on the good stuff because, you know, money's a factor, keeps people interested. People watch the news to figure out what's going on, which is literally what the news is for. But just not enough good things. One thing I enjoy about our local news is towards the end, or sometimes they'll literally throw in something that is pretty inspiring. Like, they'll throw in either an inspiring story or they'll throw in just something good that happened in the world. And I really do appreciate that because they kind of end off with that note. Like, no matter how they talked about, like, the Vegas shooting, at the end they'll give you a short story about something good that happened. I really do respect that because not all the big news stations do that. Like, things such as Fox News, you know, maybe sometimes they'll throw something in there. But I think it's nice to report on something good. Like, it's very good. I appreciate that because not everybody can do that because they're scared of losing money. People always say they want to hear the good things on the news, but people would rather hear the bad things for the reason to be aware. Like, if, say a big news station decided they didn't want to report on the Vegas shooting, and then, you know, none of us knew about it. So it's like, it's a lot better to know about the bad things than the good things in some cases, but it's also kind of sucky that you know, you got to know about the bad things and the good things. That's the only thing. It's hard to find a balance, I'm sure. But
yeah, and kind of getting back on subject. So you know how at school, like at valley.
Mhm.
You know how like sometimes if somebody has a flag on the back of their truck or something, say like it's the thin blue line flag, and they'll ask them, as the school will ask them to take the flag down.
Yeah.
Do you think that's right?
I don't, for things like that, because you said if it's just on a truck, I think, because it wouldn't be fair if I was to say like a rebel flag should be taken down compared to a thin blue line flag, even though any person that has a mind, I'm not saying that like the rebel flag's bad, I'm not saying it's good, I'm just saying that, look, I think we can all agree that the thin blue line is pretty important, and I think it's a little bit better than the rebel flag. It just, you know, because there's not as much controversy, I don't think, between the thin blue line than the rebel flag. 'Cause, you know, you have people that hate the rebel flag, people that love it. I get there's people that hate the thin blue line because, like, you know, fuck the police, like all that, but, you know, it just goes either way. Everybody has an opinion, and a lot of it's a race thing now. Like, you're black, and then people automatically, like, hate the police. That's just, it's kind of sad, but, you know, I believe there's good cops out there. I believe there's bad cops. So I like cops. I think without them, you know, the world would be a lot worse. But there's also the cops that I believe should have never been a cop.
There's those select few that become police officers that just give a bad rep for everybody else that's in the...
Because, you know, you get on Facebook and, you know, there's those videos that the big accounts make talking about, like, cops helping homeless people, stuff random like that. Not, like, news stations, just random Facebook accounts that gets, like, hundreds of thousands of shares. Like, everybody sees it. But on the news, people don't report about that. They just report about, like, cops shooting people. Like, they just don't report about the good stuff. And
yeah, like, the only time you'll ever see, like, good stuff about cops is if you go on YouTube and actually manually search it.
Exactly. And, yeah, there is videos of good cops. Like, you can find videos of good people doing good things to other people. But it just, you know, you have a time frame on the news, mostly, like, an hour. And they try to fit all the most relevant topics because you have every news station reporting on the same stuff, the exact same stuff. I could go on Fox, and then I could go on CBS, and I guarantee I will find the same stories. Because every news station has to report about the same thing to stay relevant. Because if they report about things that nobody wants to hear, nobody wants to know, nobody cares to know about. If somebody, it's a great story if this happened, some little kid saved a dog out of a tree, you know, people don't want to hear about that over a shooting. Like, it just... You know what I'm saying? It's a lot deeper topic. I could really, like, learn more about it and then talk about it more. But just not breaking through the ice, just sitting on the top, that's just kind of how it works. It's always going to be bad stories. I think there's ways they could implement the good stories, but I get it. I get it because they got to stay relevant. They got to stay a big company. You know, money is what makes the world go round, and that's how they make it. So I see where they're coming from. Just hard to decide. I mean, when you're making millions or billions of dollars, you don't want to make people upset. It's like exactly what was happening with that YouTube ad boycott. If you didn't hear about that, basically just all the advertisers, all the people putting ads on people's videos, like all the companies, just kind of dipped out of YouTube. Just like stop putting ads on videos because people, their companies were having ads put on people's videos that were like super messed up, like videos that were re-uploaded of like people getting shot, people like getting their necks cut off, just like the videos on YouTube that are super deep down, that like that are just bad, like super bad, that just somehow don't get taken off YouTube, like they just don't ever notice. And there's ads being put on these videos still somehow, like they don't have a good enough system to have for people to be able to tell if it's a bad video, like not suitable for all viewers, and don't have ads on there. And so they thought, we have to do this like hard. So literally people, a gaming video, Call of Duty, doesn't even get monetized now. They went from no like monitoring to literally the max. FouseyTube, I met FouseyTube, I don't know if you know who he is, I met him one time. And he's Middle Eastern, but he doesn't dress like it. He obviously just looks like it. but his mom like wears like, you know, what Middle Eastern people wear, and automatically religion not good on YouTube. So every one of his mom's videos, 'cause he has her own YouTube channel, she literally just cooks, just like a cook, like makes cooking videos.
Yeah.
And her videos get demonetized for no logical reason. They don't give her a reason. And it's happening to a lot of people. Gaming videos of almost any kind just demonetized. Like anything that could happen at all, any way YouTube could stop ads being put on your videos, it happens because they're scared of losing all of their advertisers. Now, when you get on YouTube, you will see the same ad over and over and over and over again until the next week, and then you'll see like a different ad over and over and over again on each video, because there's so so little companies out there putting ads on people's videos, because this all started with it was like a Pepsi ad on like a video of like a killing, like that just doesn't represent Pepsi good. So Pepsi was like, you know, we're out, we got to get out, like our company's ads are getting put on these videos that we don't agree with, and YouTube just couldn't figure out how to fix that. And so they think they finally fixed it, but now YouTube's ad revenue is, at one point when you would get $5,000 for 1 million views, you're getting about a couple hundred. It's that bad, because I've actually done a lot of research. I've been looking at people's videos. People are being open about their YouTube paycheck, like big YouTubers, and they're showing how much money they used to make compared to what they're making now. And FouseyTube, like literally, he would get like 1 million views and would, no lie, make like $300, and what would used to make you like 5,000, and it's ridiculous. Like, you can't live off that when you're a smaller YouTuber. Like, you really can't. People with like 1 million and lower subs, it was once their full-time job, they've literally quit YouTube. There was a 4 million subscriber YouTube channel, and he just had to quit because even with 4 million subscribers, he could not afford to pay his bills because he just could not make enough money. So it's really ridiculous. YouTube needs to fix their stuff. It's bad. It's really sad seeing people can't live off this anymore. And it's like all the kids that are young, they look up to being YouTube. Like, they want to be YouTubers. And it's like, dude, YouTube's dying, and they better fix it, because if not, it's just going to die out. Ever since YouTube sold their platform to Google, it just got bad. Yeah. It's been downhill from there. That's all I can say about that. It's just sad. Yeah, I don't know anything else we could talk about for now.
Yeah, so it's probably just gonna be a wrap.
Yep, we'll put it up for tonight. I'll probably start making a overlay. We'll start looking up some topics, write some stuff down, get an idea, and then I'll start hyping this up for tomorrow so we get more viewers and stuff. But sounds good. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you for the $10 tonight, everybody. I appreciate it once again. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you.